In today's inspiring tale, we will meet a woman named Evelyn Sinclair, a prominent figure in the world of business, known for her exceptional leadership skills and remarkable achievements. She is the CEO of a major tech company which has grown exponentially under her guidance. Evelyn is highly respected in the industry and is often called upon to speak at prestigious events where she shares her insights on innovation and success. Despite her busy schedule, Evelyn is actively involved in various philanthropic endeavors, particularly those focused on promoting education and empowering young girls. She firmly believes in giving back to society and uses her platform to advocate for important social causes. However, beneath her successful exterior, Evelyn is grappling with a personal dilemma. Despite her professional triumphs, she finds herself longing for genuine human connection and companionship. She has had her fair share of romantic experiences, but somehow none of them have ever truly satisfied her emotional needs. Perhaps she has been subconsciously searching for something more profound, a love that goes beyond superficial connections. Evelyn often feels isolated and yearns for someone who can understand and support her on a deeper level. She dreams of sharing her life with someone who accepts her for who she is, flaws and all, and who can provide the emotional nourishment she so desperately craves. Little does she know that fate has a special surprise in store for her. Meanwhile, amidst the bustling city streets, there lives a young woman named Amelia, whose life is vastly different from Evelyn's. Amelia is an aspiring artist who works as a waitress to make ends meet. She is a free spirit with a passion for painting and a big heart. Despite facing financial challenges, Amelia refuses to compromise on her values and dreams. She dreams of opening a small art gallery one day where she can showcase the works of local artists. However, her current situation is far from ideal. She is struggling to pay her rent and feels overwhelmed by the daily grind of waiting tables. Amelia is also going through a recent breakup and is feeling rather down about her love life. She decides to sign up for a blind date, hoping to find someone who can bring some happiness back into her life. On the day of the blind date, Amelia finds herself at a high-end restaurant she cannot truly afford. She is dressed in a simple yet elegant thrift store dress, and her palms are sweaty as she unfolds the last $20 bill from her wallet. That was all she had left until her next paycheck from waitressing, and she wasn't even sure if it would cover dinner for two. Blind dates were supposed to be exciting, but sitting in a restaurant she could barely afford, Amelia felt like she'd made a mistake. Her date, a woman named Clarissa, hadn't shown up yet. Amelia glances around nervously at the polished tables, the golden light reflecting off wine glasses, and the servers gliding past in crisp uniforms. She tucks the $20 under her phone, just in case she needed to make a quick escape. Just then, a commotion erupts near the entrance. All eyes turn to a striking woman who has just walked in. Her tailored black suit fits her like a glove, accentuating her sharp jawline and delicate features. Her hair is swept back in a perfect bun, framing her face and adding to her allure. As she walks past, heads turn and whispers follow, but she moves with a quiet confidence that demands attention. Everyone knows who she is. Evelyn Sinclair, the CEO of a major tech company, has arrived at the restaurant. She has the kind of presence that makes people pause. The CEO scans the room, her eyes sharp and alert, taking in every detail. Then she stops abruptly, her gaze fixed on a particular table. She sees a young woman named Amelia sitting there, nervously twisting a napkin in her hands. Her eyes are downcast, and she seems uncomfortable in the upscale. Evelyn is intrigued. She notices the way Amelia smooths her thrift store dress, nervously. How she glances at the door every few seconds. And the way she keeps touching that single bill on the table. Evelyn approaches the table and asks to be seated at a nearby table, hoping to get a better look at the intriguing young woman. As Evelyn observes Amelia, she sees someone who is beautiful in a different way. Her simplicity and vulnerability are refreshing compared to the polished exteriors of the women who usually surround her. Evelyn finds herself drawn to Amelia, wanting to understand the story behind her hesitant eyes and gentle touch. Meanwhile, Amelia is completely unaware of Evelyn's gaze upon her. She is anxiously waiting for her date to arrive, wondering if she has made a mistake by agreeing to meet someone she knows nothing about. Suddenly, the door opens and a stylishly dressed woman enters the restaurant. Evelyn watches intently as the newcomer scans the room and approaches Amelia's table. The woman introduces herself as Clarissa, and Amelia can't help but feel a sense of relief wash over her. Finally, her date has arrived. However, much to Amelia's disappointment, Clarissa is self-absorbed and spends more time on her phone than actually talking to her. Evelyn continues to observe the interaction between Clarissa and Amelia, noticing how Clarissa barely acknowledges Amelia's presence. Clarissa is engrossed in her phone, scrolling through social media and posting stories. Evelyn shakes her head in disapproval. She finds Clarissa's behavior rude and insensitive, and she wishes that Amelia would realize that she deserves better treatment. As the evening progresses, Amelia tries her best to engage with Clarissa, but her date is just too absorbed in her phone. Evelyn watches as Amelia becomes increasingly uncomfortable and subdued, her initial enthusiasm fading away. It breaks Evelyn's heart to see Amelia's spirit dampened by Clarissa's self-absorbed behavior. Amelia gets up to use the restroom and in a moment of bravery decides to leave without Clarissa. As Evelyn watches her go, she knows she must do something to help her. Without a word, Evelyn gets up from her seat and walks towards the restroom. She wants to approach Amelia and let her know that she does have to endure this disrespectful treatment. Evelyn takes a deep breath and steps out of the restroom just as Amelia is returning to her seat. Evelyn quickly assesses the situation and comes up with a plan. She confidently walks up to Amelia's table, her eyes filled with kindness and understanding. Taking a moment to compose herself, Evelyn asks to switch places with Amelia, catching Clarissa off guard. With a gentle smile, Evelyn explains that she wants to spend the rest of her evening with Amelia instead. Touched by Evelyn's unexpected invitation, Amelia hesitates for a moment, surprised by the sudden change of plans. But when their eyes meet, she sees genuine warmth and sincerity in Evelyn's gaze. Amelia knows that she has been treated poorly by Clarissa and feels a sense of gratitude towards Evelyn for offering her a way out of the uncomfortable situation. With a grateful smile, Amelia accepts Evelyn's invitation and together they leave the table, leaving Clarissa alone with her phone and her bad manners. Walking side by side, Amelia and Evelyn head towards a quieter part of the restaurant, away from the prying eyes and ears of others. As they settle into their new seats, Evelyn turns to Amelia, her eyes sparkling with amusement and a hint of mischief. "Would you like to come sit with me? Dinner's on me tonight," she says softly. Over the next hour, Evelyn and Amelia engage in lively conversation, discovering shared interests and passions. Evelyn is captivated by Amelia's infectious laughter and down-to-earth nature, while Amelia admires Evelyn's intelligence and kindness. As the evening progresses, a deep connection begins to form between them, something that neither of them has ever experienced before. Amelia realizes that she has never felt so comfortable and at ease with anyone, including her previous dates. She opens up to Evelyn, sharing her dreams, fears, and aspirations, and feels heard and understood like never before. Evelyn, too, finds herself drawn to Amelia's genuine spirit and realizes that she has been missing this kind of authentic connection in her life. They talk about everything and nothing, their laughter echoing softly in the cozy corner of the restaurant. As the night wears on, Amelia starts to relax into the conversation, forgetting about the awkwardness of the earlier blind date. She finds herself opening up to Evelyn, sharing stories about her passion for art and her dreams for the future. When it's time to pay the bill, Evelyn reaches for her wallet without hesitation, silencing any doubts Amelia might have about her own financial situation. As they leave the restaurant, the cool night air feels refreshing on their skin. Hand in hand, they start to explore the city, stopping at a quaint cafe for dessert and coffee. As they walk, their fingers intertwined, Evelyn feels a sense of contentment settle over her. She had never thought she would find companionship and connection in such an unexpected place. In that moment, she knew she had found someone truly special. Their journey together had just begun, and as the stars twinkled above them, they couldn't help but feel that fate had brought them together for a reason. In the days that followed, Amelia and Evelyn continued to see each other, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. They went on hikes, visited art galleries, and simply enjoyed each other's company. Evelyn found herself falling in love with Amelia's free spirit and artistic passion, while Amelia cherished Evelyn's stability and unwavering support. It was a love story that blossomed in the most unexpected way, proving that sometimes fate has a wonderful way of bringing people together. Thank you for watching. Do you find this story interesting? Let us know in the comments below. Please support us by leaving a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel, and sharing our stories to inspire others.